Standard 9th Science and Technology Part 1st, Chapter number 2, Work and Energy. The next numerical example asked in the exercise is question number 5C. If the energy of a ball falling from a height of 10 meters is reduced by 40%, how much height will it gain when it will bounce again? Given information is ball is dropping from height h1, that height is given of 10 meters. Solution: potential energy at height h1 will be Pe1 is equal to mgh1. Here mass is not given, and that is not important also, because everywhere it will remain constant. Okay, therefore is equal to mass into kilogram, unit is placed here, into 10 meter per second square. Acceleration due to gravity g is taken as 10 meter per second square into 10 meters is equal to mass into 10 into 10, 100 into kilogram into meter per second square into meter. Therefore is equal to 100 into mass into this value is nothing but the Newton meter. Therefore Pe1, that is potential energy 1, is equal to 100 into mass into joule. Newton meter means joule. After striking on the ground, the energy gets reduced by 40%. That means original energy is 100 mass into joule. 40% of this energy can be calculated like this. This reduced energy Pe2 is equal to 40 divided by 100 into 100 mass into joule. Therefore it will be Pe2 is equal to 40 mass into joule, because 100 which is present in the numerator, 100 present in the denominator will both cancelled by each other, and therefore we will get 40 mass into joule. This is the reduced energy. Now the remaining energy in the ball will be 100 mass joule minus 40 mass joule is equal to 60 mass into joule. Now final energy or remaining energy in the ball will be Pe3 is equal to 60 mass joule. This is 60 mass into joule. Now Pe3 means mass into acceleration due to gravity into height gained by the ball after bouncing is equal to 60 mass into joule. Mass on both sides will get cancelled. Then we will get, in the next step, unit of this mass is kilogram. Then 10 meter per second square, acceleration due to gravity, into h2 is to be calculated, is equal to 60 into joule means Newton meter. Therefore h2 will remain on the same side and all the other values are transferred to the right hand side. Therefore we will get 60 divided by 10 Newton meter into, here second square is in denominator. When it will change its side, it will go into the numerator. Mass which is present in the numerator, when it changes its side, it will go in the denominator. Kilogram which is present in the numerator will go in the denominator of the another side. Then here mass which is present in the numerator and present in the denominator, they will get cancelled by each other. Therefore h2 is equal to 60 divided by 10 means 6 into Newton means kilogram meter per second square into s square into 1 by kilogram. This kilogram present in numerator, kilogram present in denominator will both cancelled. then secant square present in denominator, secant square present in the numerator, again will both be cancelled by each other. Then remaining part is meter. Therefore h2 or the height after bouncing the ball will be of 6 meters. Thank you. Ninth, Science and Technology part first, chapter number 2, work and energy. Here the next numerical example present in the exercise is question number 5D. The velocity of car increases from 54 kilometers per hour to 72 kilometers per hour. How much is the work done? If mass of the car is 1500 kilograms. Here the given data is initial velocity of the car, that is u, is given 54 kilometers per hour. Here kilometer is to be converted into meter. To convert this kilometer into meter, we have to multiply the value by 1000. Therefore we will get 54,000 meter divided by hour, means 3600 seconds. This division will be equal to 15 meters per second. The final velocity of car, that is v, is equal to 72 kilometers per hour. Here again 72 kilometers is to be converted into meters, therefore multiplied by 1000, and hour means 3600 seconds. Therefore this division will be equal to 20 meters per second. Now mass of the car m is equal to 1500 kilogram. Now work done is to be calculated. Now solution is, the car is already in motion, that means already it is having some amount of kinetic energy, and when its velocity increases, the kinetic energy also increases. That increase in kinetic energy is the work done. Now formula for kinetic energy is equal to 1/2 mv square. Now work done is equal to, initial energy was there in the moving car, and after applying some force, kinetic energy is increased. That means we are interested in the difference between these two kinetic energies. If that difference between these two kinetic energies are calculated, that will be the amount of work done. Now 1/2 mv square minus 1/2 mu square. Now 1/2 m is taken common and all other values are put in the bracket. Therefore v square minus u square. Therefore again is equal to 1/2 into 1500 kilogram into bracket 20 meters per second bracket raised to 2 minus 15 meters per second bracket raised to 2. Now 1500 kilogram divided by 2 is equal to 750 kilogram into 20 square minus 15 square into meter square per second square, and it is taken common. Therefore it will be like this, meter square per second square. Now 750 into 20 raised to 2 means 400 minus 15 raised to 2 means 225 into kilogram into meter square per second square is equal to 750 into 175. This subtraction will come to 175 into kilogram meters per second square. Here meter is split up into two parts. This kilogram meter per second square means Newton, and meter is placed separately. And this multiplication 750 into 175 will be 1,31,250 Newton meter. Newton meter means joule. Therefore the total work done will be 1,31,250 joule. This much amount of work is done on the car. Thank you.